we're here at Factory 47 with Andrew. Andrew, tell us what you do here. I know you have a lot of experience here and been here a long time.
Yeah, well, I've been here since day one with Factory 47. So I was one of the guys who helped build the company as far as what it is now.
How long has it been here?
Well, I know we're going on our Factory 47 itself is going on like a 10-year anniversary.
So at some point you transitioned from things you manufactured that weren't motorcycle handlebars to motorcycle handlebars only.
Yeah, well, we always made handlebars for other companies. We made them for all kinds of different companies that used to want different shapes, quality, and that's why we learned a lot of different things about handlebars. But then we had some companies that wanted to change some things. They wanted to make them a little cheaper and maybe we can make them more affordable and different prices. So we just decided to go a different route, make our own brand where we can make the quality we wanted and make them really nice bars. And since we had all the history with different bikes, we knew a lot of handlebars off the bat. I mean, that's what I started doing. I came in just starting to make flyers and stuff. And I ended up learning a lot about the bikes and stuff and really studying on handlebars, different types of specs. And all of us did, and that's how we became so knowledgeable about bars. And that's what makes us stick to handlebars, because we don't want to jump into something that we're not really familiar with. So anytime we do something, we put in 100% effort and really make sure we learn it. And it's taken us years to get it like to this science now, but it's really worked out for us. We're always moving it around here, so like sometimes we'll have bending machines here, sometimes we'll have storage, depending on what we're doing, what we're in production of.
Hi, Nick. How are you? Good.
What's up, man? What are you doing, dude?
Good. This is where we have our packing area now.
Shipping, receiving?
Yeah, and it's nice in here because it's not as dirty. You know, you get all the dust from over there. Because it gets bad over there with all the dust. So this is where all the bars will go through after inspection, basically. We have a big inspection, so we'll make sure we have them inspecting, make sure there's no flaws in the bar. Welding section over here. You can see all the stuff's made, like a lot of the stuff's made in components. We have different components and all the different crates and everything. So it's like you can literally grab part from here, you know, let's say go this part.
Is that your backrests?
Oh yeah, those are the new ones. That's
yeah,
the bending backrest right there. They're not done yet. They still need all the center pieces and everything. But a lot of things we got to do is like we pre-polish it first. We never polish last. We pre-polish it, that way when it gets bent, and then you can weld it. That right there is a classic bar. This and the Signature are almost identical. The only difference is this bar is for the older bikes because it's got the 1-inch step down. Those are the handlebars that we sell. And then these are our new backrests. We make these. They go basically for the rider in the rear. You can attach it to your bike after and the person can lean back. They look a little different because they don't have the pad on them and stuff. But this is our T-bars. So these are the ones. We started manufacturing T-bars. Well, we used to manufacture them years ago for other brands, and then we started making our own. You have a piece that's one piece up here, but it's actually stronger this way.
No, isn't there one that you call like motocross or something?
Well, we have, this is the MX one, yeah, the MX47.
That's what it is.
And then we have our Cali bar. The Cali bar looks a little bit different, but they're almost identical as far as pullback and stuff. We've had really good, I mean, they've just been good ever since we made these bars.
What's he doing here?
He's actually welding the badge on it. Yeah, so every badge is just hand welded on there. See, we had to put the badge because a lot of people will copy our stuff, and then we've had a couple people try to return a bar that doesn't have our badge. It's not ours, and we're like, this ain't our bar at all. And they'll be, yeah, they told me it's factory. Yeah, that's why we really make sure to put the badge, and we weld it on just so it's not cheap. We don't want to make it where you just screw it in real cheap or anything.
This is a final polish area.
Yeah, you can see how they look before chrome. They're like super shiny before they get to chrome. Just cleaning it. They got to get it clean and prepped before chrome. Since we do every process other than the dipping, we're responsible for the finish of that. So if this has a fingerprint, we get blamed for it. It's not the chrome shop. They literally just dip for us. You got to have a really good skill to do this. I mean, it's really dangerous, but these guys are really good at what they do.
This is all the polishing.
Yeah, this is for chrome polishing. We have a separate area for powder coat polishing.
So before they go to powder coat, there'll be
it's a different kind of polish. Yeah, this is like for chrome. This is when you want to get it like really nice. And see how they shape it too. That's the thing. We shape the metal after. So rather than just bend them and weld them, we actually have a polish that actually he'll shape the bars so it looks smoother and it's cleaner. And it helps with the finish with the chrome. It makes it look shinier. It makes the chrome go on smoother. This is the other polishing area for powder coat. He's doing the ends there. And you can see it's like a rougher finish. See how it doesn't need to be as smooth and shiny? Because the powder coat just sticks on it.
It's going to forgive. It's going to be shiny.
Yeah, so you're not really going to notice it that much. It's more of a rougher finish. You can see the belts are like thicker.
And they know.
Before we used to manufacture all kinds of products, so we know what kind of finish it takes for what look we're going for. But considering we make our own bars and that's all we do, we always make sure to just put the best finish we can do.
That's why you guys specialize on something, because it's just bars, and that's why you're so great at it.
Yeah, if we try to do other things, like let's just say we did side covers or something that we're not really used to, we're not going to be able to put the same quality. I mean, we could, but it's just going to be a lot more work. As to with bars, we got that down.
What would you say is the highest quantity of handlebars you sell? U.S., overseas?
It kind of splits in between. I'd say Midwest and stuff. A lot of Texas, Arizona, a lot of handlebars. We do a lot to Florida. New York, kind of, I guess, but especially Minnesota, those areas.
You mentioned
Arizona's a big one, though. Arizona and Texas are really big.
But you mentioned about overseas.
Yeah, Australia, Japan. You know, I'm surprised even China. So on a lot of these machines, you know, we can only get certain bands when we're prototyping because we have to have the right type of tooling for it. But like you can see, we try a lot. Like look at over there. That's where all the rest of the tooling is.
So every handlebar has to come through here because every handlebar has a certain amount of bend.
Yes, right? Even if it's just going to have a little roll, it's always got to go through a machine like this to get that right shape. You can't just, I mean, I've seen them where they do them kind of by hand, some of those old machines, but they got to be done right here because they're all done to like specific specs so that it can fit in the fixture after and everything.
Every bend is exactly
the
same.
And that's why when someone will say, hey, my bend might have been a little different, it's like it's almost impossible because everything is done. Like it would be hard for someone to go out of their way to change the tooling and make it fit.
Do you ever do like a custom job to where like someone, let's say you do the certain sizes 10, 12, 14, do you do like an in-between size?
Sometimes we do. Sometimes. You know, people always ask, like, hey, can I get a 12.5 bar? And I would just go, how do you measure your bar? That's my trick question. Because then they're like, well, I don't know. I just wanted 12.5. I said, just tell people it's 12.5. Yeah.
Andrew, tell us what this machine is.
This is a press right here. This is actually how we use to press certain shapes for bars. And it's so strong we can use it to press the tubing. So whether we're going to punch out our badge or we need to press a certain shape into the tube, we'll use this machine here.
This thing's
it takes, I mean, it's massive, but it's nice because it can do a lot of things and it has a lot of pressure. And it's got to be strong like this so that it can shape it right.
Wow. So on stuff like this, like if something goes wrong, do you have a backup machine or what do you guys do?
Yeah, we do have backup machines, but the thing is with older machines like this, you can work on them. And they don't, typically things will happen, but not really. They'll last for freaking 20 years with no issues. Really good.
Just, I'm sure some kind of maintenance the machines need once in a while.
Oil,
hydraulics
that's it. They just need oil. They're so big and massive. And we're not overdoing it. So if you overdo it, you're going to overuse it. So we make sure to use it for the right stuff so it's not overstraining itself. I'd like to thank you guys out for coming. You guys are always welcome to come, or anyone else wants to come see the shop, just make sure to come visit us.
Yes, we had a great experience here watching how these quality Factory 47 handlebars and other things they make. Make sure to check out their website for there's many handlebar companies that sell, distribute bars, but there's not very many out there that actually make the bar themselves. And Factory 47 does do that, along with many other products. So make sure to check out their website.